First Corinthians 1:10. I appeal to you, brothers and sisters, in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, that all of you agree with one another in what you say, and that there be no divisions among you, but that you be perfectly united in mind and thought. Good day, everyone. I'm off to an eye doctor appointment to get my eyes checked and probably some new glasses. Maybe not today. I'm not sure how that's going to work, because this is the first time I've been to this particular one. But we'll find out. Oh, my eyes are tired. Just got my eyes checked. My vision changed just a little bit, just got a little bit worse, which is probably bound to happen. I picked out a couple frames. They are a little bit, I'd say just a little bit taller all around, and they don't narrow out as much on the sides. So they're going to be a little different, but anything's better than a wobbly, about to fall off earpiece. So basically did that. I went in, took the 3 tests. The puff in the eye was tough because I have long eyelashes, and my left eyelashes apparently hang down just a little bit more. So whenever they puffed, I got the first one right away on the right side. The left one, they had to do it like 4 or 5 times because I kept blinking, because instantaneous reflexes, I guess, but it's a good thing, right? No. So it was a bad thing because I kept reacting and closing my eyes, and I tried to hold it off, but it became impossible every time. It's got to be impossible. So it's just like, will the reading come in fast enough? And with my blinking starting just a nanosecond earlier, because of the eyelashes picking it up faster, made me get blasted like 5 times on the left eye. Went in, did the whole eye test thing, had some trouble reading the bottom line, but not as much as I expected. When they were giving me lenses to look through, shone a light in my eye, and it like blinded my right eye. I was like, it's really bright. And then my left eye wasn't really as bad. They had me do this little test where I looked at a white screen with one eye, and then the other eye, and with each eye there was a black dot in the middle, and then there were like these little ripples that would appear randomly anywhere on the screen, and I was supposed to push a button every time I saw the ripple. And they said I got them all. I didn't miss any of them, so it was perfect there. But what happened was, when they had my right eye covered, and I just had white on my left eye, black on my right eye, I kept going dark. Everything kept dark because my right eye is my dominant eye. It's more powerful than my left eye, and so it would take over, and suddenly all I'd see is the darkness, even though I've got light shining into my left eye, because it's just my brain just kept sliding over and letting the right side take over. So I have to blink like twice as often to shake my eyes up and make sure I didn't let that happen. So that was a little interesting, but still good. I picked out 1 frame, but the deal was, you get 2 frames. If you get 2 frames, the eye exam is free. So we got 2 frames. My mom paid for it, so I'll probably put that on my tab what I owe them ultimately. But so we got the 2 frames, and I decided to get the same frame twice, and I decided to opt into some sunglasses, because why not? I'll probably just wear 1 pair the whole time anyways. What's most likely going to happen? So basically have a pair of sunglasses, keep in my car, and switch to it whenever it's sunny and I'm driving into the sun, and see if it's any better if they're prescription sunglasses, because I never liked sunglasses just because it felt like I couldn't see quite as far, but that was because I was wearing a second pair of lenses, darker lenses, in front of my glasses. So if this is a direct connection where there's only 1 lens and it's darker, and it's not going to be that dark either, then sure, why not switch to them when I'm driving to the sun? It makes sense. Um, I just switch back to these when I'm not. And then if I'm ever out and about somewhere else and I know I'm going to be in the sun, don't mind putting up with darker shades the few times where I might not be in the sun. Might be an option as well. I don't know. And then we're going over the information, and my grandma had all these questions, and she was unsure about a couple things, and there were a couple instances where I knew what she meant, so I explained it to her, and then he's like, "You beat me to it," and then he said, "You should work here," and I said, "I am looking for a job," and so they gave me an application. So seems like a kind of job I could do, selling. I mean, I guess it's sales technically, but it's more just like helping people pick out glasses, and then giving them all the information they need to have for what their options are, and then just letting them make that decision. That's what it seems like it was. So that is something I definitely could do. I didn't catch the hours of the place, but it might be a good place to work based on hours as well. Who knows for sure? I seem to get along with some of the most of the people that I actually interacted with, because they had this one, I guess, assistant or whatever, do the eye tests, and then the reading was done by the optometrist. But yeah, so in about 10 days I'll get new lenses, new frames and lenses, new glasses. So you'll see those then. I got my Bible study tonight, so I'm gonna be doing that in about an hour-ish. I'll be leaving, so I'll catch up with you guys probably not until after that. Alright, what you guys just saw on the previous clip was like hours ago. New item, but not a brand new item. It's an item that came around last year, when I was still in Spain. I subscribed to Taco Bell's YouTube channel, so whenever they post a video talking about a new item, I see it. And so I saw this new item that had beef, nacho cheese, sour cream, jalapeno sauce, which is the best sauce they have there, and red strips, which are just like bread tortilla chips, little thin chips, and folded into a triangle. Not sure how they do that, but and I was like, that looks really good. I hope they have it here, and they never had it there over in Madrid. So I was never able to try it, and then it went away, and then I came back and it was gone. Well, it's back as of today, so I was able to try it, and I decided to film it because it looked interesting. It's called what was it called? The beefy grilled nacho, I think is what it was, something like that. You guys just saw it on the clip, and I am blanking on what it was. So, but it's pretty good. It's $1.49. So for what it has in it, it's a pretty good price. Because it has what it has in it, I'm more likely to get like a couple of those probably and call it, instead of getting several mini quesadillas and like a 5-liter burrito. So this could wind up, if I get a lot of them, if I like it enough to where I start eating like only that, like 2 of those, maybe 3 if I'm really hungry. It'll ultimately come out to saving me a little bit of money compared to what I've been paying recently there, since they got rid of the slider, which was my favorite and really good. But yeah, not much else to add to that. So after that, I went over to my Bible study, and we had a nice little Bible study closing out on Tuesday. We closed out the First Peter series. Peculiar is not weird. And since we've been mirroring off of that in the home group, the Drive at Home small group Bible studies, that meant that this study would be the last one in First Peter 5, and it was a pretty good study. It was actually a lot briefer and more to the point. There was a lot of difficult questions over other chapters that like stretched our time out way longer than it had done before, and this one went back to a very short time, or the discussion wasn't very difficult to come up with things to say and what it is we thought about these things. It wasn't like, what does that mean when you ask a question? Stuff like that. So it was pretty good. We hung out there for a little while. Afterwards, just chatted, talked for a while about all sorts of things. Um, Mostly about how busy our weekend is because we're all going to these events that I'm going to this weekend that I told you about. So I will be with the host of the at home drive at home group. I'm going to probably see Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Other people I might see Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, depending on how it plays out. Who knows for sure? Yeah. So I'm gonna leave it at that. And then I came back here and I just watched SmackDown. It was kind of an episode, trying to establish a couple things, well, clean up a couple things from a storyline previously there. And it's a little all over the place right now with the stories, as far as I can tell, from what was on SmackDown. I'm not getting any more detail than that because I know a lot of you guys just don't care. I will say last night was the WWE NXT Takeover, which is their equivalent to their pay-per-view. And now that I'm saying it out loud, I know I already talked about it yesterday, so I won't get much more into that, other than the fact that hopefully at some point over the summer, I might have a chance to go to one of those events. And that could be exciting. But this day is over. I'm going to go out there and watch a show, one other show I have to watch, while this vlog is processing and uploading. So, yeah. Good night, everyone, from myself and my friends. And I'll see you mañana, tomorrow. Bye.